here with a new video, and this time is a blast from the past, but it's very related to what we are seeing now on 9th edition. So back to 3rd edition Warhammer 40,000, we used to have just one Space Marine Codex, and later on they released what was called supplements. Okay, so this was a supplement for the Space Marine Codex, as is going to be now the Space Wolf, and we had the supplement of the Space Wolf, Dark Angels and Blood Angels. Okay, so I will show you what we used to have at that time. Was really a very thin codex, was almost like a small magazine. I think we were talking about, let me see if I can see the number of pages somewhere. Yeah, this is 28, so we are on the order of 30 pages with soft cover. Okay, and what we used to have in this, so of course this is the Spanish version, the Spanish translation. Okay, so this was called Lobos Espaciales, but this was, I guess, the same in English. So we used to have here, well, you can see it was in black and white most of the book, except the showcase, or where we have the paint jobs, okay, and a little bit of the conversions. So you can see this was very curious. This was the moment that the Space Wolf used to have Lemon Rust as a type of tank they can use, only the Lemon Rust destroyer, and you can see they were still using the this was the pet of the old rhinos. These were metal miniatures, okay, and this is this have the wings of the, yeah, this was a conversion, so you can see even the bikes were using the square bases at that moment in time. So you can see well, we had the introduction, so the first part was a little bit of background about the army, okay, and then very fast they go into the special rules, so the special rules for the Space Wolves and the different units. Here what we have in this codex is just the special units, okay, the units that were only for the Space Wolves. So we have the Wolf Lord, yeah, we have his personal guard, we have the priest, okay, the runic priest, the wolf priest, and then we have the Dreadnought, but it was limit, okay, and somewhere they were explaining you what else you can take from the Space Marines Codex. I'm trying to find this. So, but yeah, so they had here as special rules. They have the when you have a mix of armors in the same. They have the contra charge or counter charge. Okay. Yeah, they had different rules. And translate now is the blood. What is the blood long, blood something. Shooting with one hand, so they had the rule to shoot the bolter with one hand, the Space Wolves. So they had correct rules, and as you can see, they had different all the special units. So they have the Wolf Guard here. We have the Scouts that were used to be the veterans. We have the Iron Priest. Okay, and then they had here the block close, and the block. We have 3 units of block close, depending if they have the normal block close with backpack, the opposite, and the block close block close, and they also have backpack, and these are the grey hunters. Okay, and here we have the block close in bike. Then we have the Long Fangs, and as I said, the Lemon Rust is Terminator, so was an option for the Space Wolves. So here you have all the list of the equipment and the cost of each equipment, and then we had yeah, different examples where I have to start, okay, and then they explain you the different units and what you can collect. So what are the the headquarters, the elites, the troops, and the fast attack and heavy support, how to paint them, how to use them. So it was quite complete for a small book. You can see again we have here the different vehicles, and they put again the Lehman Russ exterminator. Okay, to be fair, they was not needing that. Then some heavy metal, and then we have the appendices where we have a special. We have Logan Grimnar, Ragnar Blackmane, Ulrich. Okay, and then the summary of the equipment. And I went to look because there was a position where they explain you what you can get from the Codex. Okay, and they were not. You cannot teleport the space wolves, so these were all the different rules. So they're talking about the packs. So they were organizing packs. Okay, I did not play them. I just have them for collectionists. Okay, they have the Fender's Wolf already. So yeah, and then there was this is the part I'm missing now, is where they explain what type of units you can take from the Space Marine Codex, because here it's how you organize. So okay, there were the rules somewhere where they explain you which units you can take from the Space Marine Codex. Okay, then we had the same for the Blood Angels. Okay, so just make a look. Again, you can see how make and terrain, same type of structure, more or less the same number of pages, I guess, about 30 pages, the same type of book. As you can see, most of them is in black and white, and I cannot see the number of pages anywhere. So this is 16, 17, so I guess it's even less, this one. Okay, so they, again, not too much background on this so there was more introduction how to use the codexes, and then we jump directly to the rules, right? The background is at the end, and it's quite short in these books. Okay, so you can see, and it's always mixed with the rules. In these codexes was not that lean in a period of time, and neither the codexes, so there was a little bit mixed, and there was not as much background as you see now on the codexes. So yeah, we have the special rules again for the Dark Angels. They were telling you about what is the Deathwing and the Raven Wing and the different characteristics, and then we go into the headquarters. Okay, so we have the heroes of the Dark Angels, the Librarian, the Chaplain, and the Command Squad. Then we have the elites, the Terminators of the Deathwing, or the Deathwing Terminators, the only elite troops. So you can see how lean was. Okay, and then you were able to take the veterans and so on from the Codex. Here again, I don't know where they were telling you which unit you can take from the. So you also had the prosecution of the fallen, and yeah, they have the special rules, allies, and they know no fear. Was already existing in this period of time. So how to choose this? You have to choose the Codex Space Marine, but applying the special rules indicated in this Codex. But then it's not telling here which units you can use. Somewhere we're telling you what units, and then you can make Deathwing and Ravenwing armies as well. But you have only one unit, okay? Only Deathwing was only one type of unit for the Deathwing at the period of time. So it was quite simple. On troops, you can see, here you have it, sorry, I missed this part. So you can see here, you also have the Dreadnought, and it's telling you check on the Codex. So I missed this on the wolves, but I think the wolves were not taking too many units from the Space Marines. But I guess the Rhino and so on, yeah, you see here the list of the vehicles you can take. Okay, so sorry, I missed this one when I was looking. So was here squadron or land speeder. So these are the other units that you can take on each section. So on, I would say, a part of the special ones on HQs, you did not have any other option apart of the ones that are coming here. Okay, and on elites, you have the Benevolent Dreadnought, and as a more elites, we also have the Dreadnought here. Okay, and no more. And then from troops, nothing special, so it's just the one that come here. And what's more on fast attack, that you have the land speeders and the attack bikes, and then you have all the vehicles. Okay, and in that case, again on HQs, we have the command squad, okay, from the book. On elites, we only had the dreadnought, so you don't have the veterans in that moment of time. On troops, you have the typical, okay, the tactical and the scouts. And on fast attack, we have here the Raven Wing bikes. Okay, then we have the Raven Wing speeders and the Raven Wing attack bikes. So from the book, from the Space Marines, you only can take the assault squad, okay, and the scouts on bike. And then as you can see, as heavy support, they did not have any specific unit, so all what you take is from the Codex. So I expect something similar, something very similar when we have the supplements for these codexes. You can see they limit some of the units, so they will list you what you can take and what you cannot take from the Space Marines. And I expect this will be for all these special chapters, the ones that have some deviation from the Codex. So here you have again some paint jobs, okay, some showcase how to paint Dark Angel, how to paint land speeders from the Raven Wing, the other color schemes that you can have. Okay, and then this scout is quite nicely painted, so you can see. And then we have, this was the equipment, and then you have this where you had to ask permission to your opponents to use these ones. Okay, so we used to have Azrael, was the Lord of the Death Wing, and Raven Wing, and they did not put the name here. Was curious. So they did not used to have name, and this was on Land Speeder. So was when they released the Land Speeder that it is still, we have still see sometimes. So you can see the Raven Wing Lord was on Land Speeder at the beginning, and then we have the Veteran Sergeant Naman that is not existing anymore, I think. And then Asmodai and Estekiel that have arrived up to our days, okay? So and then we have here like a scenario to play, and a little bit, very little background. You can see very little background on that period of time. And then we had the Blood Angels, and then the Blood Angels is very similar to what we have seen up to now, right? And there were not too many specific units of these chapters in this period of time. They were released later on edition 5th, 6th, 7th, all these special units. Not really on edition 3 and 4. All the chapters were the only one that was really special was the Space Wolf, and then the Dark Angel with the Death Wing and Raven Wing, but that's not as special as it is today. So they did not used to have too many different units, and you will see that even the Blood Angels, although the heroes are listed here, was mainly heroes what we are going to see differently. So we have, of course, they also have the assault veterans, and they had the Honor Guard, we have it today. And then they have, of course, the Death Company always been there. The Dreadnought Furioso. Okay, but then we have the Terminators and all the type of things. You take it directly from the book. On troops, again, you have the Blood Angel Scouts. Then you have the Scouts and the Tactical. And I don't know what is the difference between the Blood Angel Scouts. The vehicles as well, they were coming from the base book. You can see on a fast attack they did not have any specific unit. And then on heavy support, we used to have already a Predator Val as a different Predator for them. But you can see, again, this is what I expect we are going to see on the supplements now for this type of because these Space Marines are different, for example, from Salamanders. Salamanders are using all the Codex options, but Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, they don't use, or they deviate in some of the Codex options. So I don't expect that the Dark Angel will have access to the normal Terminators. They will have access only to the Deathwing Terminators, and they will create the profile in the supplement, but you will not be able to take the vanilla Terminators. Okay, so I will expect similar treatment now. You can see here some showcase as well on the Blood Angels. Again, back in that period we already see the different use of the helmets. So the blue for the guys with the heavy support, the yellow golden helmet for the veterans. Okay, similar to what we see some other chapters. Okay, we have the flesh tears already at that period of time. Yeah, all was translated to Spanish in this period. And then we have here some tips how to paint a rhino. You can see even the previous rhino that I still have some of them to be painted. So I like this rhinos, and also the old Baal Predator. And the speeder had already changed in the period of time. Everybody with the green base and 25mm bases. Even the Terminators, I don't know if there is Terminators here, you will see that they are in 25mm base. So they were quite tight into the base. Everybody we used to have 25mm base. Okay, you cannot see, but these Terminators are on 25mm. Okay. So then we have the different weapons, and then we have the different special characters. We have Dante, Corvul, Lemartes, Mephiston, Tycho, and then this one, yes, even Advent, Moria the Chosen. I don't know even this one who is. And then we have a mission at the end, background, and we have this Thunderhawk there. Okay, yeah, this is just for decoration. There were no rules for Thunderhawk in this period of time, so I think it was not even done by Games Workshop at this period. It was not even a Forge World, it was another company that I don't remember the name. I like the antenna thing here. So yeah, something very inspirational. Again, all the Space Marines in 25mm bases. The land speeders, I did not realize, these are the all metal land speeders. They are on a square basis, on a square flying basis. They are. Also this thing is on a square base, and all the bikes are on cavalry bases. Okay, we only had one type of round bases in this period of time, and was a 25mm base. I think the 40mm base started maybe in 5th or 6th edition. I think it was in 5th. So that's all what I want to share here. So I hope you enjoyed this Back to the Past and this Blast from the Past. We have here the 3 supplements. Okay, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, and Blood Angels. So I just dig a little bit into my library to bring this to you, so you can see. And this is what I expect on the next supplement. So this is what I think we are going to have in the next supplements for the 9th edition. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.